Hey everyone, this is Idiotsayswhut, Season 1, Episode 13. That's right, I read it off the top of the screen just like you did, because it's amazing. We are talking about reality TV, aren't we, Tim?
We are. The reality is, I got invited back in the house this week.
And we get to hear all about it. See you in a bit. Here's our intro. Hey, Tim, what's happening?
What's happening, Captain? Man, I'm living life to the fullest. Christmas is this week, so happy Christmas up there to you. I don't know. I'm sure you've told me 3 or 4 times. I just have cared not to listen, so that's because I'm an awful friend. I don't know if you celebrate Canadian
Accurate.
Christmas, but happy Canadian Christmas to you, man. I have something to be celebrated for. First year I've been. I'm kind of proud. I got more presents than the dogs. So, hey, your 5-year run is over. I beat the Patriots over here, brother. This is a reign I didn't think was ever going to end, and I took it back, brother. It might have been only by 2, and we got an extra dog this year, but I'm not counting no analytics in it. A W is a W. A win's a win.
I love that all our regular people are here. Hi, Joey. Hi, Serge. Alberto.
Everyone, man, I appreciate it.
Ain't sharing this shite, and I love it. I love it.
Love it.
And Lorraine's here too. It's so exciting, guys. Feel free to give us a like, share it to your pages. Hey, and we have all sorts of stuff happening.
Big shout out to all our new viewers on our Twitch streams and the IUA network as well. We're streaming live there. Big shout out to you guys, man. Flood in, comment. Anyone that's new, please like. Be part of the growing community that we have here.
Well, here's the deal, people, is that everyone needs a good, funny, fat person in their life. I think that's just good knowledge that we're passing on to people. So we have partnered up with the IUA network as well as other people. We are on Twitch. We are on YouTube. We were with Eargasm on Facebook, Eargasm on YouTube. We're all over the place. And why? Because everybody needs to hear from their fat, funny friend. That's just a scientific fact. Because let's be honest, if you're fat and not funny, friendship, real hard. Real hard.
We're going to talk about it later, but all the best reality shows has the kind of chubby friend that's dishing the dirt girls and shit like that. That's what we're perfect. We're perfect to spice up your day.
Well, listen, that's just. I feel the one thing that bothers me is that every reality show has the token fat person, and in all honesty, they're not really fat. You look at them, and you're like, you're a little chunky, maybe, but you ain't fat, and that's it's really insulting. You guys,
they're what you call like they're what you call TV fat. TV fat. They're not like
fat enough.
Yeah, they're not
smelling bad. That's true. That's true. It's accurate. Tim has disappeared from the screen. That's always nice.
Well, I'm still here. What happened was they let me back in the house, but not full access to the Wi-Fi password yet. So it's a password. It's small battles here, Dino. First you win by getting more presents than the dogs, and then you try to get the Wi-Fi password. You can't just demand everything. I was in the woods last week.
Listen, let's be honest.
And in all honesty, this picture has way better teeth. So I appreciate it.
It's the Dino show. Apparently, it's Dino squared. It's a great time.
Even my default photo doesn't want to go to me. It goes to Dino. So that should just tell you right there. I've tried the settings. It just chooses not to. It's just like, we're good. We're good, man. How was your week, brother?
It was good. I have been enjoying myself a lot. Just trying to reframe things in my mind. Like, When you look back and stuff and you kind of try and say, I try and figure out if I was a horrible person, because I really think that I'm a much better person now. But, at the same time, I'm kind of an asshole. So it's been tricky. It's been tricky the last couple of days, but so far,
Damn,
I'm okay.
that sounds rough, bro.
You know what? You think it is, but then I realize, what? At some point you're kind of going, well, it's over, right? So I'm
All
not going
right.
to lose sleep about it. You can't change the past. And if anything, I'm still alive and some of those people aren't. So I think I won that one.
Victory.
Yeah.
That's I
TKO still counts as a knockout. So
to to bring it back to earlier. That's what I said when I stepped in a pile of pee from my dog that left. I was like, I'll outlive you. I was like, ha ha ha, you'll be gone and I'll outlive you. But then he looked into my soul and knew that was a lie. He's like, I seen the way you eat. You're not going to last another 10 years, old man. I'm a fresh, virile puppy. So right now we're kind of in a stalemate. That's the next battle. He
that's,
knows I won the presents, but he's going for the war.
yeah, well, it's like, hey, I feel like they're going to be technically presents for you, but usable for the dog. So he might be like, haha, victory. Like,
I'm
your
gonna
gift was a special leash to walk the dog, and you're like, that's not a gift for me. It's not, but it's got your name on it, Tim. Like, that's just confusing. I don't think that's good.
No, yeah, you might be 100% right. That's why I'm very upset about that. I was just thinking. I was like, yeah, I think he's got a point. A leash is one of them. I'm sure of it. And then I think I got dog treats just as like added rough. I think it's got mislabeled, but I'm not going to tell. I'm keeping it. That's not the one press that sets me over the dogs. I'm not going to give it back to him. So I still a W is a W.
It keeps your teeth sharp and holds off tooth decay. I think that's a win for anybody.
That's a cruel, rare joke for me. They get me a dog bone for fresh breath and better teeth. That's a deep cut there for my wife. I was like, dang.
Yeah, that's it.
And that's for my son. He's just got a sense of humor.
I don't know who's T.O. Joey. I don't know sports,
man.
Look at me.
T.O. is Terrell O. Basically, we're like really good wide receivers, but we're also divas. We'll destroy a whole team.
Yeah, just out of pure frustration. Yeah,
we're the type of people that only like each other. And if you've ever seen the network, if you've seen the network group chat, it's definitely right on my end. I don't know about everywhere else, but definitely. I have that winning personality when I do talk to text that just brings out my natural juices in my inbrednism.
Long text, people. Long text. And I'm like, number one, grammatically not correct, but his point does get across. It's the best part is he'll get into it and then people will apologize to me and be like, no disrespect to Dino, but fuck you, Tim. And I'm like, why am I getting involved in this shit? It's great. I really wish you would have a camera that works because I'm usually one that has internet issues. So this is fantastic.
I have to apologize to him later for being a friend. I was like, hey, sorry, I brought you into this, and you're my friend. But hey, that's how it works.
Well, this is the thing is, you know what I've found working with other comedians on bigger projects is a lot of times people are like, I'm sorry, man. And I'm like, hey, man, it's not a big deal. Don't worry about it. It's okay. And they're like, oh, and I'm like, it's okay. I'm like, every comedian I've introduced, Tim included, I'm like, you are beaten down, man. Just be cool. I am not that mean over the internet. Face to face, I'm horrible. But, I can't grab you over the internet. It's not possible.
Every time,
at least. Yeah.
I like Susie. They're like, we need Tim's face, but the problem is our streaming service says no. They're disagreeing. The bandwidth that it needed to put my face in HD is not happening today. Like that's something not really working with. They so
yeah. When you try
the name on the show.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
It's doesn't go by the show name, but on Twitch you just have to follow Dino the Genetic Marvel, or I think it's Tim Lost Comic. Is that right,
Yeah,
Tim?
I messed up Tim Lost Comedy's email address, and now I'm locked out and can't get the name back. So, damn you, Twitch! Ah, you win this one. It's fairly humiliating, like to have all my links be like one name and then Tim Lost Comic on Twitch. But fuck it,
You know what?
it's
That's fine. Hey, my penis is growing. I feel like
that's
John
good.
needs a lesson on, hey man, like that's a inside voice type thing, not necessarily a comment, but we love you here. We love you
He
here.
treats
We're
this like
friends.
the rest areas or Craigslist ads. He just gets confused sometimes. He's just trying to find a friend.
Aren't we
And
all?
Glenn's always there to say hello. That's
Glenn is always
in
there to say
there.
hello, which is nice. And it's like, there, hey, there we
It's
go.
Shirtless Dad.
Shirtless Dad, who has exactly the same moniker, unlike Tim.
Ah. Oh Lord.
It's fantastic. Oh man,
He's immediately went there. I love that dude. Love that dude.
so good,
Uh,
so good. How was your week, Tim?
with
Tell me a
Yeah,
story.
well, I got actually quite a bit of stories this week, as usual, because I live uh, a mundane life that I try to spice up with adjectives. So that's what I try to do. That's my secret. But the main thing is Christmas is coming up.
Yeah,
We all shop on Amazon. We've all
right.
seen each other's partners' Amazon lists. We know what we're getting. Why do
Right.
I have to still wrap up my wife's gifts? Like at this point, she's like, "Here, you've already picked out like most of your gifts. I followed the list to a T. So I know not to go astray anymore." We all remember that one year where I thought it was really cool to get this decorative Simpsons lamp. Not a good idea. So we've all been there. So
Okay.
I went to the list, got her what she wanted. She knows what she's getting. So why do I have to wrap it up? It's like she's giving me chores in advance.
Yeah.
Like, and not even good, but no one wants to do it really. I tried to get the bags
Oh yeah.
to get out of it, but
Been there.
no, she wanted full wrapping. And I'm not good with chores already. You can tell by our lawn. We've been cited by the city twice this year for mowing it. And I was like, there's the charm. I don't think they're serious. So let's, and then she wants to use actual like paper, like literally it's going to be ripped up and I'm going to have to pick it up later,
Uh,
So
Susie's saying, wrap them for the glamorous destruction. That's
why don't we use newspaper? Something I want to read afterwards, something that's a multi-tool. Why am I
like
using stupid like Elf and Bow stuff? Like I hate the movie Elf. I don't care about if it's wrapped up like Buddy. I don't care. Neither did you. You ripped him in half. Every time that happens, Will Ferrell cries somewhere. I want you guys to know that. I mean,
oh.
but no, like that's
I know what you guys want for Christmas, a sold out show. That's right. We are actually on that matter. Not to cut you off, Tim. Not to cut you
no.
off.
I was done.
Just to remind everyone, we have the Idiot Says What-a-thon, December 31st, starting at 2 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Central. We won't stop until you talk our shirts off, and that is a promise. We are looking right now. Brandon, thank God, the garbage disposal Clark is in the lead with regards to nominations, but Cottage Cheese did get a few. A little disappointed. So did Extreme Iron Lady, which I understand, but also that's ridiculous. So, and then
I think you need to come to terms with Cottage Cheese being in the Hall of Fame. Three got to
absolutely not.
make it, and
Absolutely not.
and James Mayhem and the Ironing Lady might be able to knock him out. It looks like the disposal is going to be number one. He's really pulled away, and
Well,
I can't disagree with that.
as he does in competition as well. Also, two guys, we have Brick and Equity. Give them a call if you're buying or selling a home in the Ohio area. We know this is shared in Ohio with Eargasm, who are a great company, and our magnificent overlords as well, Ohio City Barbecue. Check them out. If you mention you saw them on Eargasm, you will get 15% off. And of course, if you want to help us, check out our Cash App. Go to our Patreon. This is actually a thing. People have signed up for it. You could be cool too, just so you know. And
I
then,
feel like
hey, Clint.
I, I told you they'll find their ways. They find their ways down there. Elf is a horribly overrated movie. It's not 10. I agree. I think here's why. Here's why. First half great. The other 45 minutes dog crap. Dog crap.
All right.
And I just don't think it's that's the problem with a lot of Christmas movies, and that's probably because I just find I don't know. I was never raised with Christmas having a happy ending, so that's why I kind of like National Lampoons or something with a little like I want to see my protagonist go through hell on Christmas
Yeah,
and come out the other side.
I
But
can understand
this
that.
week, oh yeah,
Yeah, that
this
makes sense.
week I found out some more stuff about me. My wife, I found out she is a sheep conservationist and downright maniacal with it because she took away my fitted sheet. No more burritos. Fitted sheets belong on the mattress. Same woman that, the toilet paper belongs on the core. Like, nah, let it go free, baby. Let it sit on the back of the toilet. Why are we debating which way it rolls off? Let it free like the stallion it is. Let the toilet paper just roam free in the prairie. But no, she wanted to. So I had to go. My son fell asleep. Dog fell asleep on all the covers. So I got two lap $5 little mesh sheets. So now I got to do a puzzle of misery and just poor choices. It's just going to end up. Have you ever done, like you try to do your top half with one cover and your bottom half with another, and it
I
never
have.
works out?
That's correct.
Oh, dude, it's worse. Like somehow your ass is always hanging out. Uh, you think what when you first buy them like $5 covers? What a great idea! What could go wrong? And then at 2 a.m. you're like, these $5 covers, everything's gone wrong, everything. And I
Yeah,
had two of them. This puzzle is just bringing up more. And then here's the final puzzle piece. I took a shower afterwards this morning and went to dry off with the t-shirt I wore to bed because there was no more towels, which has happened way too often. How am I 34 and not still doing this? Like how I don't. I have to. It feels like I have to redo the whole process because I smell literally like the day before. I just washed everything, and somehow, the first time, every time I put my face to dry off on my shirt, right in the armpit hole, right guard, in the eye, and getting maced by my own bo. What the fuck's that all about? Coming out with my beard more gray than it was beforehand.
I think.
So that's what I've realized. Blankets, towels, and socks describe your real royalty in your family. If you're abundance of that, you're going to have a great life and you're a king. Right now, I'm at lower than Al Bundy married with children levels. I'm in the red. At any
So,
moment, this could be hazardous.
well, John says everyone has cousin Eddie in their family. I believe. Tim, it sounded like you're applying for the job. Just to let you know.
Well, that's what sucks is in my family, I'm like the Chevy Chase. Imagine the cousin Eddies in our family.
Oh,
We
that's
talk through them through plexiglass and like usually have to pay premium through their county phones. But when they do show up, yeah, they're great. But yeah, I'm one of the respectable guys in my family. Who would have thought about that?
Oh, that's fantastic.
Thank you for
Well,
letting me get off that. Just let me get it off my chest.
I don't think I really had a choice there, but you're welcome. That's
Yeah, you did it. It was happening.
that kind of just exploded. Just letting everyone know, you can check us out on Anchor FM. Also, we are on the IUA network and Eargasm Comedy. You can check us out. If you have something you want us to talk about, you can email us at idiotsayswhut at gmail.com. Hit us up there. But in the meantime, give us a like, give us a share, comment, share with us. Let us know it's the tie, Tim.
Is it?
That's great.
You know what? That sucks too. Because I'm afraid to put my face on there because it's been fickle all day. But I have a new tie for our viewers. and I was going to show it, but that might be the problem. It might be too radioactive from the Goodwill, and it's fucking up my Wi-Fi signal here. All the bed bugs and all that stuff's probably just not good for it. I did get it on sale though, so yeah, it's coming
Show
in.
the sky, follow over here. It's fantastic. You guys are great.
You guys are awesome. Keep rocking it. Telling your friends about the show. We're growing every day, and it's thanks to you guys. You guys
Yeah.
are fucking rocking.
That's why. The more you like and comment, the more it gets into the engagement. The more engagement it gets, the more it gets recommended. The more it gets recommended, the more people see us, and the happier times will happen.
Yeah,
That is the
we
whole idea.
try to get every comment. If we don't, it's because your comment sucks. Be better and be like the other people that comment better. If you say something really funny and cool, then yeah, you're going to be up on here on the bottom, and we're going to be like, oh, that guy's awesome. If not, we're just appreciate your view and comment, and let's just have that good formal reaction. Like that's how it goes here. We don't have super chat, but say something clever and witty, and you're going to get praised front of the class. And if not, maybe not.
It's the tie, Tim. Exactly,
It's the
Susie.
tie.
That's exactly how that works. You just gotta try harder not to suck. Yeah, that I feel is not that's not very nice there, Tim. It's pretty much
I got
hey,
a
everyone,
little ballsy.
we love
What's
you.
my face?
We appreciate every comment, and you know what? We will do our best to share it. But of course, our time is limited, and realistically, we're not known for our speed. We are for our efficiency, so we do sometimes skip over things, and we apologize. It is not a personal slight. Unless you're Ryan, then it definitely is.
He just brought up that he had to. That was his Canadian nationalism. Like, man, this American's getting a little over aggressive. I got to smooth it over. Hey guys, I care about your feelings, but I actually know Dino. He doesn't give a fuck about your feelings.
That is
he
factual.
appreciates it. He's like, but afterwards, he has his boundaries, like, and always should.
Well, you
how's
know
that
what?
lady on Twitch? Is she still sending you some videos? She's sending videos yet?
No videos, just polite conversation, which I am always open for. I'm happy to converse with people. I do have a few new. I'm not really sure. I assume they're women. I don't know, but they're sending me pictures on WhatsApp, which is I find very confusing because they're like, "Hey," I'm like, "Hello," and they're like, "What's up?" I'm like, "I'm not sure. You messaged me." I just, they said I'm lonely. I'm like, that will happen during the wintertime. That's just scientific fact. It has nothing to do with anything. But in the end, I share it.
This was
we have a good laugh.
We forgot the name was wrong. We Talk Reality Tim. We missed 2 letters because I brought this up because I was jelly as fuck. That's all I'm saying. My what apps is dry as a motherfucker. Not saying come to it. My wife is very scary, and you shouldn't say anything like that. But even on a friendly manner, we wouldn't understand here in the Lost family. But it's nice to know it could get some rain. It is dry with no forecast of nothing. And that shows just how much of a saint my wife is. She clearly is doing charity work right now, and we all appreciate it.
I feel like both of our wives are the type of person that, knowing that they deal with us, is their claim to sainthood. But the problem is that if they didn't have that, would they be saints? You're like, I don't know. It's tough. Glenn has feelings. You have feelings? Not really. Not really, Glenn. I know I should feel a certain way. I don't actually feel that way. That's like I said, I feel bad. And they're like, you don't really. And I'm like, well, I know I should feel bad. And they're like, there you go. That's what it is.
That's true.
Jennifer, Ryan is here.
Hey, Ryan. Hey, Jennifer.
Tom Ross, what's up? Is blown up.
But the problem is, Susie, the Tom Ross apps is literally blown up. That's the problem. Like, the pieces, shrapnel everywhere. Nothing good about that. My alias in Tom Ross is not doing great. But that's kind of the plan. He's the avatar. He's the guy that goes in and goes on the mines as Tim Loss comes out scot-free. But if you ever see me, there's not too much on me. I do look free, but there's nothing, it usually sticks on me. I'm grimy.
I
That's what
really
I'm saying.
feel like we should clarify that your use of Avatar was in regards to the movie, not to the lovable cartoon that is fantastic. Suck it,
That's
bro.
true. It's true. I am not Shyamalan that joke.
Oh,
So
I had a friend who starred in Facebook reality show Help Us Get Married. That just seems horrible. It just seems. I think a reality show like Facebook is a reality TV show. Like it's absolutely bonkers, right? I'm gonna tell your wives you out there talking shit. Oh, my wife knows. I'm too fat for her to do anything against me. That's the best part.
what did I say? My wife is tough. Yeah, she's got to come in. She's
Yeah,
standing right here. Like, why do you
she
think the
will be.
camera's off?
Yeah, camera's off so she can beat him. That's when you hear "ow," you'll know exactly what happened. Tim was out of line. She's got to straighten him out. That's fair. A good woman will do that.
Ow!
That's fair. Yeah,
That wasn't me. I just stubbed my toe. My wife didn't do anything. Did I do right,
yeah, yeah.
baby? Did I do
You
right by you?
fell down. You fell down the stairs accidentally. Various things like that, right? It's just
Oh man.
Tim.
So
So
I
Tim,
think
we have
that.
we have a guest coming up. I was gonna say, did you want to me to tell you a story of "Am I the asshole"
I would love it,
in the
Dino.
meantime, or do you want to do it afterward? What would you like?
I think we have time to do it real quick. If we have,
Yeah.
if he's, yeah, let's do it afterwards. Sounds great.
All
I
right.
mean, sorry,
So
sorry,
the
I
titles. I'm gonna
misspoke.
read it.
Read it. Sorry, I'm gonna. I'm sorry. I stubbed my toe and it went to my head really badly.
Are you gonna be okay there, brother?
I am. I am. If you couldn't tell, I was lying. I was because my dog was doing something in the corner I really disliked, and I'm sorry I stammered. But please tell me about "Am I an asshole?" I'm sorry I kind of mucked that up.
Ryan. Ryan immediately says, "Yes, you're the asshole." So that's nice. Ryan, I'm your father. Go to your room. You're grounded. Serge, you're the best. Okay. So the title is "Am I the Asshole for Telling My Friend That He Got Exactly What He Wanted and He Needs to Stop Being Selfish?" Okay. So I have an old college friend, Nick, who's 32 male. He has a fiancee, Sophie, who's 24 and female. They've been together 3 years, and Nick has repeatedly suggested an open relationship to which Sophie has refused, until a few months ago when he said he'd only propose if she agreed to try an open relationship. She agreed. I said to him at the time that he was an ass for it, and he said he was just acting in his best interests. Now, Nick wanted an open relationship so he could see Anna, 29 female, a girl we knew from college who he always had a thing for, but she was married from when she was 18 to 26, so he never had a chance till recently. He hasn't had a chance to see her yet because she had been living with her sick mom and they can't afford to rent a hotel room. Now, the issue is that Nick showed up at my house last weekend with a suitcase, absolutely livid, and asked to crash on my couch. He said Sophie had gone out to dinner and had sex with a male model, and that she was cheating because he hadn't had the chance to see Anna, and it was unfair for her to see someone so much hotter than Anna. Not that Anna isn't attractive. I basically laughed at him, told him that this is exactly what was going to happen and that he was being selfish, expecting Sophie not to see anyone or to see people less attractive than her. She's very attractive, and I don't know why she's with Nick, to be honest. He went off on me for not being supportive and stormed out and is trying to turn our friend group against me for not supporting him. I've taken a few days to think about it, but I still can't decide. Am I the asshole?
I, I am so. That just sounds like hot people problems. So I'm sorry, the Saved by the Bell gang. You're probably all assholes at some point. Like no one's coming out unclean. Now, who has the most fecal matter of human variety under their nails? Probably the guy with the small dick energy. It sounds like the guy whining and trying to turn everyone against it. Like, in all honesty, even if you're right, how's that going to benefit you?
I don't know, man. In all honesty, my thing is specifically, it doesn't even jive because, look, if someone says no, then you say okay, you move on, right? You don't try and bully them into having sex with someone else outside of your relationship. It's just weird. But
it turned into a weird Reddit thing, but yeah, I think the guy's the asshole for sure, and him trying to do all that stuff. Here's the thing: he went full teenage Tim Loss, and that's a rare form. That's a rare form of bitter and passive aggressiveness that only unlaid virgin Tim could ever spawn. So I think that's probably a little bit to do with it. And you know, men always get a little butthurt sometimes about that stuff, but I would have to say for sure it was probably him. Hashtag. But here's the
I
thing:
want to,
I
go
hope
ahead.
he learns from it. I hope he learned from it because I'm not going to say I've never been there. You know, I may have not to the extent he did. I'm not on a fucking hashtag Twitter level, but you know, getting bitter about rejection. Can't say it never happened.
Yeah, well, I think it's more so that, listen, people, if you have to convince people that someone in your friend group is bad or should be ousted from the friend group, you're horrible. Because people should be able to make their own decision and be able to say what's on their mind. And that's why I'm
So
like, the idea that someone would go behind somebody's back and be like, "Oh, now he's talking to all of our friend group," and you're like, you know what? You don't need friends like that. They're not your friends. They're just people.
I feel bad because now I think of some group chats and I was like, maybe I was gathering a little bit too much evidence on that one guy. Like maybe this is why I relate to him.
Yeah.
I'm such a
Well,
fucking narcissist that somehow I make the worst segment still about me somehow. Like even when we talk to random guy, I'm like, am I an asshole? Oh no, let's see what degree of Tim he is. Teenage
yeah.
Tim. So yeah, he's pretty much a dirtbag.
Well, we can let
Lord.
everyone know. You can comment and say if you think Tim is the asshole for trying to take over some guy's story about if he was the asshole and make it about Tim. I think that's fair. I think that's reasonable, Tim.
I think that is fair. I think that
I
is
think
very fair. That's a new
fair.
line. While you're
It's
there,
very
vote
fair.
for the Hall of Fame and also meet us on the New Year's. That was my little plugs. Boom. We got to say it for the Anchor crowd, Spotify's and the Twitches and the people that, even though our videos play in the background, they're not watching us. They're working or pretending to work. We
Yeah.
salute you
They're being
guys.
serenaded by our wonderful voices. And you're welcome, everyone. You're definitely welcome. There you go.
So
So
hold on.
yeah.
This is Teenage Tim. It's just like Susie
There's a
rejected me in
picture.
high school. Is there a picture?
I'm not on. We can't see it, but I'm pretty sure there's in the comments. And Susie,
I almost
I love
sure
it.
there is.
I love it.
But oh,
I'm going to
great
check that
stuff.
afterward. Yes, we do go in afterward and answer all your comments. So when you comment, we will respond. And if it's funny, we will ha 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 to it. I'll even go on my personal profile and my comedy profile if I can access it.
I don't want to tell you how many profiles I'll use to talk to you guys and then
Stalking is a hard
alarming
job.
amount.
Stalking is a hard job, Tim. That's fair. That is fair. All right.
Zuckerberg's getting on it. That's what I'm saying.
Tim seems like the kind of guy who has a bat phone, right? It's only you have your backup emergency phone. That's an alternate
Oh, man.
identity for the internet.
Hey, I have to give
So
it up to you though before we go to the next segment. I have to give it up to you, Dino. All the great highlights and everything you're seeing on the network and everything is all contribute to Dino right here. He's working tirelessly to give you content all week round, and he's bringing up some great topics for Am I an Asshole? So, mini golf clap to you, brother. I don't have an audience here, but I'd give you one.
thank you.
Thank you very
Thank you.
much.
Thank you. Round of applause. Appreciate it. I feel
I
good.
knew Dino would accept it too. He was like, "Yes, about time." It
Yeah,
was
that's
on our
accurate.
production sheet. Praise Dino for 5 minutes. I only went 2.5, but I think he'll be okay with it because it was a solid 2.
See, I too am a narcissist, Tim, but I like to feel like it's a natural narcissism. So people will just randomly bring up praise, and I'm like, yes, I am fantastic. You're welcome for my existence, because I'm a piece of shit. you know, I can do what other people can't, and I lord it over them like a monster. Uh, that is true. You have held a couple of to my posts. That's true, Glenn, because I like you. Not as a human being, but you know, as a person. If Tim had a bat phone, he would cut off an ear.
I don't know if I'd cut it off at I'd probably bite it Mike Tyson style. That seems like more my thing.
This is
I don't know why, but that's horrible, Dino. And right now he would go wah wah wah, but my face is yours now,
Yeah, but it's
Dino.
my face. Yeah, I can't want my face. That doesn't work. Like, look, come on. It's just wah wah wah. It just doesn't work. That looks like a happy guy.
Finally, I've won. Dino 7, Tim Ross 1. Flawless victory. We got a great guest this week, man. Dude, this dude created his own festival. Even he's been on TV. He's traveled the road with Rodney Carrington. He was a finalist on Star Search. In comedy, there's really nothing this guy hasn't done, and I'm very privileged to bring him on board, man. And I'm very excited to bring on, if we can, Tim Northern. Tim Northern, hello. Thank you for coming to Idiot Says What. Please.
What's happening? Y'all
Please
hear
tell.
Me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
You're coming in fine. Please tell our audience a little bit about you. I tried to give you a good introduction, and I think I did pretty decent. But the floor's yours.
Tim Northern. I'm a human being. I'm one of 7 billion of us, and counting. And I there's nothing really special about me except the fact I'm not afraid to get on stage in front of people.
That's a big difference. Yeah,
I'm not afraid to get on stage.
Well, I know that because I booked you at one of my bar gigs.
Yeah.
And the lighting wasn't even great. Best mic in a trailer park ever. And I was young. I didn't know what I was doing, but God bless it. Tim did show up, and he nailed it.
It was fun.
It was fun. Exactly. It's a memorable show.
We both survived. So that was good.
That's a win in comedy, right?
It's always a win in comedy.
Well, I was talking earlier. You started a festival, and I thought that was amazing. How did that come about? How would you even became with the idea, and especially around in the Midwest? I think we need more stuff like this for the arts, and I know how hard it can be.
It came about because I had been doing a lot of comedy festivals, and there were none. There was no comedy festival in Louisville, so I figured I would just start a comedy festival, and it worked.
You call it the Tim Northern Comedy Festival.
So yeah, I called it.
It worked.
And so yeah, we started the Tim Northern Comedy Festival, and it worked, and it worked. So, and then COVID messed it up, but.
Yeah.
As it messed up a lot of people's lives and lungs, but yeah, it worked. So it was fun. So yeah, I did it out of necessity, not so much out of like a homage to me. I just did it out of.
You weren't doing for vengeance to vanquish people around you.
No, I don't want to vanquish it. Why would I want to vanquish people? I'm a black guy. I don't want to vanquish anyone. I leave that to the white people.
That's Tim. I'm Greek. No problem.
He read my mind.
I leave that to the whites.
Getting ready to say, I vanquish things. I vanquish things. That's what
vanquish. I don't want to vanquish anyone. So yeah, that's what that makes sense. And I'm all about brevity and comedy and keeping it light and airy. I'm like Philo. Philo Doe.
Well, you've been around.
Layered.
It's not true. No, there's a big benefit to being able to go on stage, things like that, right? So
I mean, there's a benefit for the people.
Yeah.
That are there, and there's also like a bad thing for the people that are there. If you don't have anything, if you don't come on stage with something, then You know, it's like what are you on stage for, buddy? Get out of
Yeah.
here, dude. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So you have to have something
Yeah.
when you get on stage, and to benefit the people, and they have to realize, they have to feel it, to feel that they have the benefit, that you're benefiting them. So I try to make sure that at least I have something,
Mhm.
you know, for the people that are assembled in front of me.
Yeah. May I ask now? Do you usually will you headline the festival yourself, or will you get other headliners to do it as
You know,
well?
the thing was is I, in the beginning and throughout, I tried not to get on stage. I didn't want to be on stage at all,
Mm-hmm.
because I wanted to be about the comedy and being a festival, and you know, and all the things that go with a festival. But people are like, man, why aren't you on stage? Why aren't you doing something? It's your name. Your name is like. So I had to do some shows, and I wanted to keep them secret. I didn't want to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because even though I am a comedian and I am on stage, and it's all like, when I'm on stage, it's all about me. It's all about this.
Right.
I'm still a very humble person. You know.
Yeah.
So even though the name was mine, I wanted to be behind the scenes.
Yeah.
You know, I want to keep it behind the scenes from my, because I
I'm kind of
wanted to make it work. Even though, like it's like when I'm telling jokes,
Yeah.
it's not like I want them. I, I'm not on stage doing comedy because I need the laughter. It's because you need the laughter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You as audience needs the laughter. So I want to give that to y'all. It's not about me. It's about y'all.
Yeah.
So that's, in fact, that's how I live my life. Period.
Yeah. No, I absolutely get that. And you know what? That was one of the driving factors for Tim and I doing the show. Is like, you know what? I want to do something that we enjoy and make people laugh. It's that simple, right? So
Okay.
ultimately, that was our main goal. And I found, like, even when producing shows, like, because I'm in Toronto, Canada. It was
Okay.
the same thing where I'm like, I didn't want to perform. If I was, I'm like, maybe I'll do a little bit of hosting at most. But then I'm like, no, because I'm worried about production. I'm worried about the show going off, everyone being entertained, everyone laughing, you know, and that kind of stuff. So I understand what you're saying in that regard.
Put that anyway.
Yeah. Just trying to be
I find it awesome what you're doing, because it's not easy in our location, with just in general, and being validated and stuff. And I appreciate what you did in that festival, and because it was exactly what he said. From an outsider looking in, he was here to boost the talent that we have around. And I thought it was successful every year you did do it. So commend you on that. Now I'm a weird guy. You've been to one of my shows, so you have to expect the sideways turn coming eventually. What is a weirdest audience story? Not like a bad one. It could be a good one, but something like a memorable audience reaction story that comes to mind in your days working the road.
Okay. One of the weirdest shows I ever did. I did a show in Michigan. It was a nudist colony. Yeah, it was a nudist colony, but it was in the winter. So I chose to do the show fully clothed because, you know, it's winter. And biology says, hey, go inside. Go inside. It's winter. Go inside. But it was weird. But it was a good show. People enjoy themselves. I think. But it was weird. Yeah.
Did they sit, or was it standing room only?
Everyone, well, the people that were unclothed or unclad, they call themselves unclads. If they were unclad, they had a towel. Well, yeah, they had a towel because you don't want to just, you know.
Yeah.
sit
You
and
know
get your sweat over everything.
Okay, that was my follow-up question because I was like, are they going to be like, is there a barrier between the chairs?
Yeah,
Because you got to
everyone
think
has
of the
towels.
janitors or something, especially if you rent them.
That is protocol in the nudist colony.
Yeah.
If you're gonna sit, bring a towel, buddy.
Yeah.
If you're gonna stand, if you don't have a towel, we know you're gonna stand. But if you got a towel, yeah, you're gonna sit somewhere. So that was weird.
After eating a few burritos, I need a towel sitting close somewhere, probably. Like, sorry, I had to. That's just a crude humor joke. I'm sorry, Dino. Go ahead, save us from this.
I'm in all honesty, I'm still laughing at the idea that doing a comedy show at a nudist colony. When you say, you know what, I'm sure the audience really enjoyed themselves. You're like, really? Because it just seems like a guy's like, man, this is great. And you're just like, hey man, put the towel on tent. I don't know.
But yeah, there's been some times. There's been some times that I have had some hard time. Good times. But yeah, mostly this whole journey has been a really good thing for me, and hopefully for the audiences too.
Listen, there's been nothing better than having comedy come to different areas, right? Like that's one of the hardest parts. I know that even in Toronto, it was like I would leave the city, and outside of the city, they're like, "There's a comedy? Oh my god!" And people were excited because it didn't happen outside the city, and some places it's hard to come by, right? And then
some places it is hard to come by, and people really appreciate the fact that someone came to do. But the thing about this is there's comedy everywhere, and people just don't realize it. It's just they've never had the opportunity or it's never presented themselves in such a way that people can like embrace it. You know what I'm saying? Comedy is beautiful, man.
Yeah,
very true.
No, absolutely.
Because everyone wants to laugh.
Yeah.
Who wants to cry, man? Who wants to be sad and morose, man? You know, except for the guy. Who wants to be sad and morose and like, woe is me? Like, no, man. Life is great, man. Life is funny, man. You broke your leg, whatever, man. It was funny how you fell off that ladder.
That is the way I look at things. Because even when I tell my wife, I'm like, listen, if there's two ways you can take something, one way makes you happy and one way makes you sad. You're choosing sadness. Take it the other way.
Why are you choosing sadness? This is a great story. Come on now. This is a great story. I'll be able to tell. I'll be able to tell the kids, why your wife is on a ventilator. It's crazy.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's like you gotta look at the human in everything. It's like you gotta look at the funny part of everything. It's like, wow, man. It's
Because sadness is free, but the premiums for comedy.
No one.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah.
And that's why there's comedy, because no one gets out alive.
You've been doing it. You've seen comedies. You've ran your festival. You see comics left and right. You've seen. I know for a fact you love helping out other comics. What's something you can tell younger comics to help them out? Maybe a little bit of advice. That maybe give them a little, and you know what? It could be no advice even.
I'm gonna give to you. Keep going. That's all I can tell you. Just keep going.
That's true.
There's no. Just keep going.
Mm-hmm.
You figure it out. The audiences will figure it out.
Yeah.
Just keep going. That if you got it, you got it. If you don't, you don't. And the audience will know it. And you will know. Yeah. The audience will let you know if you have it.
Yeah.
And before I give it to Dino, I had one more question because I have not hit that side and it actually corresponds to our topic. Reading through your bio, I see one of your your accomplishments is you're a finalist on Star Search.
Yeah.
What are some of the things beyond comedy that you had to do to get to there? Because I know being funny, like, was cues on stage, like it's something like learning which camera to look at, stuff like that. It was that needed, or is that just learned right on the second you were thrown to the wolves? Like that was more my like questions on the production side of it.
On the present is live life, know your cues. Live life and know your cues. Know, understand that you are in a spot that you are, and be prepared as much as you can, and just go with it. It's like go with it. It's like you can't you can't you can't have someone. You have to just be prepared for the response. Period. Just be prepared for the response. Yeah. Be prepared.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Be prepared for however someone responds to you.
Yeah.
Because you can't. The only person you control is you.
That's the truest statement ever, man. That's very true.
I just love hearing stuff that I'm. Sorry, say that again.
But at the same time, prepare yourself to be as good as you can for the response, and just accept it, man.
One final question I always ask comics coming in, just because it's a unique perspective on it. You never hear a comic actually say too much of it. Cancel culture, real or not? Or is it just comics?
Cancel culture has been around. Cancel culture has been around since has always been around. So this whole new moniker of cancel culture is bullshit. If I may, it's always
go ahead.
Cancel culture is like either it's relevant or it's not.
I agree.
Cancel culture, I don't even. That's not even a real thing to me, because because but at the same time, it is real.
Because you're not
because
like realize that.
I got this one on. Look, cancel culture makes sense to me because, and don't get me wrong, I love Dave Chappelle. I think Dave Chappelle is funny. But what I'm saying is this: cancel culture is what it is. It's just that's pop culture, basically.
I agree. Sometimes I think
even PC, like PC, when they talk about PC, just don't be an asshole, man.
Yeah.
It's like don't oh PC, you're an asshole, dude.
Yeah.
Y'all are so PC. Just don't be an asshole, man.
See, Tim, this is
cancel culture. Cancel that dude. Cancel him. But you know what? If I like the person, and society's like, I'll still like who I like. Like who you like. I don't care.
Right.
Cancel culture is bullshit. Cancel culture is. It's not even real.
I agree 100%. I don't think it's real at all. I think more comics use it as a marketing ploy now. It's like, oh, I got canceled. Look at me. I'm an edgy, or to validate some of their stuff. Like I think it's more on that. I don't see any. I agree with you 100% on that, and I like hearing different sides to it, because in all honesty, we've asked that question a lot and we get a different answer each time. So it's very cool.
It's not real. Cancel me if you don't like me. Cancel me.
I did. Oh man,
you don't cancel me.
You need to put that on a shirt. I'll buy like 5 right now. Do you make a 5XL, big boy size?
Look, I'm not even a capitalist, man.
Gotcha.
I'm not.
All right, Tim.
Hey, Dino, you have any leftover?
No, I think that was great. I was just going to ask Tim if you could let us know where everyone can find you, if there's a website or
They
your
can
social
find me
media.
on the internet.
The internet, everyone.
If they want me, I'm on the internet. Find me on the internet.
Excellent. Thank you so much. I think this is great, and thank you very much for that little bit of behind-the-scenes understanding of what
Thank
goes into the
you
thing.
for having me, man. Seriously, man. Thank you for having me, man.
Dude, it was a pleasure, man. I was wanting to have you for a while. I'm glad we got to fit you in before Christmas. And thank you for taking time out of your family night and all that for
Happy
us.
holidays, happy Hanukkah, happy Kwanzaa, happy New Year, happy all those things, man. I
To
I
you too.
I don't get offended when people happy everything, man. Happy.
That's
That is
what
the
tell the
angriest
dude.
way I've ever seen anyone say happy. Happy.
Be
You
happy.
gotta be happy.
That's how it should be said. You get. It feels like I'm donating to one of those Salvation Army. The
Donate to whatever you
Happy
have, whatever
Christmas.
the fuck you want to donate to. Donate to fucking everything.
I love
Donate to
it.
everything, man. The atheists, the fucking everything. Donate to everyone.
That was
Christian,
Tim
whatever.
Northern.
The
You
Jews,
can find
the
Tim.
Muslims, whatever. Donate to whoever. Put your money where. Just throw your money wherever you want it. It's you. Seriously, man.
Fantastic.
Oh man, that dude. I don't know what to say after that, but that was the truest words ever. Nothing could be said after that. You can find Tim,
man.
Tim Northern. You can find him on the internet. You actually type in Tim Northern, you'll find a ton
You'll
of
find
stuff.
you'll find him.
Facebook, you'll find him around, man. Very funny dude. Tons of clips on everything. And thank you for being here, man.
Thank you for having me.
All right. See you later, Tim. Woo!
Woo!
Fantastic.
Hell
Glad
yeah.
with it. Guess where I found Tim Northern? Hashtag on the internet. Fantastic.
Oh, that was good, man. I liked it. It was informative.
Have a good holidays, Tim, but fuck Dino. Thanks a lot, Serge. Really appreciate that, everybody. That's
Hold
you.
on, I'm bringing that up. You got your what app is like a river, and mine's desert. So I'll take whatever I can get.
Whatever. I don't think that's
Whatever. He owns property and now a kayak for his what app river. It's just flowing over there. It's a what app moat.
it really makes me uncomfortable because I get a lot of messages on Facebook Messenger too, when I'm like, "You're not a real person," and they're like, "Yes, I am," and I'm like, "Okay, good luck." They're like, "Do you want to send pictures?" And I'm like, "Not at all." They're like, "Why?" I'm like, "I have this face. I'm not interested. Thanks."
He can't help himself. You hear this crowd? He can't help himself to Marley brag. They're always fake in mine. They're always fake. And he's like, no, I'm real. I'm shooting shots here. Yeah, Kobe Bryant and Dino's fucking thing every 5 seconds. And I got a robot. I got Space Jam 2 in mine. How ridiculous is that? I'm not happy about that.
The blue monster is like, "What's up, Tim?"
Yeah, I came back. It got a little bit better, but I want to make sure Tim got everything they needed there. I do appreciate, and honestly, I was never gone. Dino, you could hear him twice through the interview most of the time. So I was here in echo stereo format.
So much.
It's Idiotsayswhut. We gotta point it out. That's what we do. But we do
doing our
appreciate.
We're doing
We
our
do
best
what
and
we can.
appreciate you people.
He's from Canada. That guy was from Kentucky. I'm from Illinois. You're lucky we are shirts. We have shirts on and we're monthly showered reasonably. So
Yeah, how about that?
I said reasonably. I stepped in
Christmas is
piss
coming up.
earlier, so
I got the power
Yeah.
washer out and everything. I'm ready to go.
power wash.
Hey man,
Woo!
do what you got to do. Jim Face
Woo.
sells the scene. I know. I feel the same way. You can't tell how gorgeous I am without.
Can't help himself. Can't help himself.
I really couldn't. That was
He
just
don't
right
even
there.
throw his dick on
It's
the
like-
table anymore. It's just his deed to his house and a wallet, and I'm just intimidated. I'm like, well, does it have peasant quarters? Where's the peasant entry? Where's the maid quarters for your home?
Nice
Is
that,
it?
Tim. That's
Yes, it is. It is the radioactive one. That's why it's got that nice shine to it. It's like
He had to rub it so the radioactiveness wasn't showing, so it just goes inside. Just that's what it does.
That's what I was doing. I was rubbing my tie. It wasn't because I ate a tomato earlier and I couldn't digest it. Ha! That was the tie. I had to get it shiny.
Oh, fantastic.
You guys,
are we going to talk about reality TV at all, or are we going to cut it there?
that's really up to you. We'll throw it up. We'll throw it to the audience. You get 2 people saying reality TV in the next 30 seconds. We'll stay on and do it. If not, we'll see you next week. We just need 2 people. You got 30 seconds and boom. Tim Northern, we'll throw that out there. Also, you could Hall of Fame. Please vote that. That's on the Eargasm Network. Another shout out to the IUA Network for letting us be. This is their inaugural show there. We had a great guest, Tim Northern, Star Search finalist. So that was amazing. We got 1, so we'll go 15 extra minutes. We got another one there too?
Not yet. I just see
Not
Glenn.
yet.
I see
Glenn. We got 2. Right there at the deadline.
That's fantastic.
Well, there we go.
Well, what was the first reality TV you remember watching?
First reality TV that I remember watching is the beginning of it all. I do believe in those talk shows. The one that I remember getting me into is Jerry Springer. Jerry Springer was my first reality show. You may say it's not. I consider it one. Definitely in the later seasons when it was manufactured, it was basically telling Reddit stories with trailer park actors. But
yes, well, it jumped the shark after a few years. Well, there's only so much of a barrel of people that you can put on that kind of a show, right? Then you have to make it. There's a limited reservoir of absolute fucking madness.
Well, that's true, and I believe the Q&A section was. I know I'm going to get to that because that's a damn good point Joey brought up from the STE podcast. But if fan interaction, you get to talk to them and do shit like that. That was, I thought, premier reality TV, like in its almost rawest form. But STD podcast said Cops, and that's a damn good one. That's almost historically accurate, I'd have to say. Susie said Survivor. That's probably the most mainstream one, I'd be honest. Were you a Survivor man? Did you get into Survivor-ness?
So I wasn't a fan of reality TV because it bothered the shit out of me because I'm like, no. I live in reality. It doesn't make sense. Like it's like, in all honesty, but I did enjoy the shit out of Cops. Like that's for sure. And there was a time in my life where like Survivor, Big Brother, definitely things that I watched. But then eventually I was just like, it's not real. Like there's a certain degree between reality TV versus just on the spot entertainment, if that makes any sense. You know, like it's like this we're doing live. We haven't pre-recorded. We're doing it live on the internet and it's out there, right? Whereas a lot of the times people will give that moniker, whereas like Cops, even Cops is pre-recorded. Why? Because that was the day and age that it was created. It was recorded, they took clips and so on and so forth. So like there's a misnomer with that, right? Like it's the idea of being on the outside looking in of reality versus actual real-time entertainment, which is what we do here because we're incredible.
Well, I think you brought up a great point, though, is because this was pre-Survivor there. What you were saying is almost pre-Survivor and how that was the mentality. Why do I want to watch me? They literally made movies parodying this, The Truman Show and Ed TV. It's Jim Carrey and Matthew McConaughey movies that literally are kind of foreshadowed our life to where it's at. Truman Show, not so much, because we're not adopting babies for this year. I feel like we're one YouTube channel away, especially if you see the Ace Family on YouTube. They're about Truman Show-ish. But the more Ed TV, where anyone with a video camera could be a celebrity. And you put up a good point, because that's what I loved about reality TV. You hated it, but I loved it before we figured out the stale formula that turned out to be now. Conflict. severe editing, changing the narrative, we had shows like Kid Nation. You know what Kid Nation is?
No.
Oh, dude, welcome to the rabbit hole, brother. You can find Kid Nation shows on YouTube. Funny or Die is actually doing a full thing on it on YouTube, and JonTron has as well. So those are a few sources. Kid Nation is the first reality show where they took over a ghost town and let kids 12 and under to like 8 just live there. Like the only inhabitants, like work, do social structures, and all that. Like they worked for money so they could buy food and candy and root beer at the saloon and shit. And then they had to do like tests. They hired a council to then delegate chores and stuff. It was a real thing. And you think, how bad would a TV network treat these kids?
Horribly.
How bad? Like it gets cold. They didn't have heat. They slept in like shacks. They didn't feed they interview these kids as adults now. They're like, yeah, most of the time I just drank root beer and I ate candy till I was sick. But here's what they did. They shoehorned it as a competition.
Yeah.
Because the kids would vote who the star was, and they would get 50 grand in a trust or college later on. And stuff like that. Yeah, so it turned the exploitating and editing, but then it turned the topic. It's like the Wild West back then when we had the TV show. There's another one. I think it's called Truth or Lie. And it was a game show where they literally hooked up a lady to a lie detector and ruin your life. Mm-hmm. Here. That's literally, you found out the show, it only lasted literally like 2 episodes. And one of the episodes, it was ruined her life. She wasn't a great person, but she shouldn't have stepped up the lie detector either, because all her secrets came out.
Listen, and that's
someone said they'd adopt me.
Yeah, but he said you have to share a room with Ryan. So
I'm top bunk. I'm top bunk material. Just remember that.
Hey, Glenn. So my wife, Glenn says my current favorite is The Curse of Oak Island. My wife, whenever we see a commercial, because we'll watch a lot of Amazon Prime, and that's where it's on. And a lot of the times she'll be like, "Oh, I dug another hole and didn't find anything. What are they gonna do? Dig another hole and not find anything?" Like, she is adamant that she hates The Curse of Oak Island just because it's so redundant. In that we're gonna dig a hole, maybe we'll find something, maybe we won't. Oh, it's the end of the season. Like, this is the problem: is the editing idea of it is just so insane that they can structure a narrative that, while entertaining, because I've watched The Curse of Oak Island and I'm like, oh, maybe they'll find something this time, just because I'm watching. That's why I believe that I am in some sort of Truman Show. But yeah, it's fucking weird, right?
I'll trump your weirdness with Naked and Afraid, and then I'll throw in Naked and Afraid double XL, like a fucking Magnum condom, because we know exactly who we're marketing this to. TLC. Jesus Christ. Slow your roll, Naked and Afraid. I'm getting the vapors over here. It's coming off very aggressive.
It's ridiculous. The problem is that essentially it's just a free range source of material that you can just throw into edit and come out with some sort of plot line. Some people on reality shows are just given this horrible narrative, and you're like, that's not that person, right? And you're like, but that's how people see it.
I'm naked afraid with a towel.
Are you sure it isn't a shirt?
Yeah, that's exactly true. I'd be great foreshadowing.
I watch Live Cops every night on Facebook, policing for our community, and Live on Patrol. Is that like a local thing that you can have access to, or like that they'll do that, or no?
You could actually. I know you can get scanners. I don't know if they had actually live patrols.
I don't think it's illegal. I think it's against the law.
The scanner?
Yeah, having a scanner was.
Well, fuck, dude. It's Southern Illinois around here, so everyone.
Hours in my 800-pound life. I believe it's my 600-pound life. Don't make them fatter, Susie. But yeah, like that.
They do that on their own.
Yeah. Okay. The best. Have you seen the doctor that sees the people on my 600-pound life?
Yes.
So, and the lady's like, well, I'm a really picky eater. He's like, you're 600 pounds. You're not a picky eater. You're a pig. You're like, what the fuck? Tim's tie and Dino's t-shirt collection. Oh,
finally a call out. Dino wears these colorful shirts for 13 episodes. It's about time he gets some praise up there with the Goodwill ties.
do you know that every time I have considered wearing a different shirt, and I'm like, I hope Tim notices. I don't know if he's not noticing because he never mentions it. And I'm like, well, you know what? This is what I do. I have funny shirts. That says, I hate being sexy, but I'm a chubby bearded man, so I can't help it. That's just science.
Just
At least
like
my wife bought me this shirt too.
just like the river in your WhatsApp. I notice you, Dino. I notice what you got going on. It shows. It shows. It's a fitted sheet. I like that. What? STD podcast said he used to love Survivor until Richard Hath said he didn't want to do the show.
That's fair.
We feel the same way about William Hung. Hashtag we're not hung worthy for some reason. We're not shebang worthy. And I know it's obvious. You know, we look at us and we're not hung, but God damn it for him to say the knowledgeable thing.
We've never met in person. I don't think you can call me out and say I'm not hung, sir. Okay, number one. Not that I'm claiming to be. It's a large canvas, so sometimes perspective is an issue. Okay, let's just calm down. Train wrecks, yes. Cops stream their live patrols. Is that a U.S. thing? That's just in the U.S. Because
it might.
I wouldn't have in Canada.
I know it's you can do it. You're allowed to do it. I know there's literally a Facebook show called On the Chair something. Glenn, tell me that show if you can. But it's a funny two guys watch car chases live as it happens on Facebook, and it's all a matter of public record beforehand. So I think it is okay.
I'm pretty sure Susie's calling you out, Tim. 10 weeks of void before he befriended you. He saw the shirt, but didn't say.
We have a true bond. We said it in telekinesis, pal. That's why I didn't have to like his page for 13 weeks either. I just did it mentally.
Yeah, we knew we were.
That's why I tell him it's way better than me being an insensitive prick.
I had a cop stream on my face. Well, you know what? That's a thing.
I had to pay a hooker to do that once in Nebraska. So good luck for you. You probably did it for free. What'd you do? Just a misdemeanor to get that? But
we've lived very different lives, sir.
I can't believe you believe that. It was the Nebraska part or just
a little bit
paid for it.
I know
it was all just unbelievable.
Well, Nebraska hates you a lot, so I'm like, that's pretty fair. Glenn has put up the link for the sheriff.
Glenn,
God damn.
He just shared a link of a county sheriff to us. Like, it's a thank God.
It's live on patrol.
Like I thought he was snitching us out. He was snitching us out to the 5-0 there in Georgia. God,
5-0, easy there, buddy.
I know. Well, hey, the guy that's one story. The reality on this is if you watch Sports Balls, we tamper in a speed test. And I had to buy 20 nuggets. 5 didn't make it. We did 15. But in the 20 nuggets, the guy at the order taking my thing was a rapper around here. I knew it because he's one of the rappers I made fun of. And he said some diss tracks about me. And then when I saw him, I was hey, buddy. I was real happy. I was poetic justice. But I also got my money back because apparently you can see back there. Hey, McDonald's workers, we see you. I could see you finger fucking my sandwich. I see you doing it. When I saw them barehanding it, everything, it wasn't like too big of a deal. But when they started doing Kobe Bryant trash can football with my nuggets, Kobe, I was like, no, I'm not buying this. Have some sort of integrity. Like, what the fuck's going on? So that was a reality show, in my opinion.
It's McDonald's, not Long John Silver's, right? So
that's true. They need a sheet, then. They need to bring up a curtain or a sheet or something. And
they need to not be fucking LeBron Jamesing nuggets into the oil, sir. That's it. They should put up a blocker for that so we can't see them teabagging my burger. Yeah, no, they should just not teabag burgers. That's the thing. That's the moral of the story.
Your standards are too high for the fast food industry, Dino.
Listen. Oh, and by the way,
Oh.
sir, yes, we had a chicken nugget competition. There is a clip, but if you want to look at the full episode, it's on Eargasm. Check it out. We interviewed the notorious B.O.B. Bob Shouted, and he was fantastic. It was a great show. We actually interviewed him for an hour and 15 minutes, and he was just a great conversationalist and gave us a real inside look about everything. So check it out. There are clips coming, but I'm not fast.
Yeah, it was a double wide episode, like my trailer, 2 hours long, but it was really good. Check it out. Gary couldn't make it that day, so it was just the three amigos, but I think we rocked out. We had some really good topics. And we finally figured out some of the kinks on sports balls, and we're ready for a new format next week. We're excited to bring you on. Man, a lot of shit's happened. The reality of the TV is the reason we want to do this, we're trying to do it, man. Our TV show is what I'm calling it. This is a show. You guys seem to love it, so we're trying to get in new areas all the time.
Yeah.
Thank you to our new Twitch followers, our new YouTube followers, and the IUA network as well. Very prolific, along with Eargasm. We're always trying to get out there and make people laugh throughout the week.
Listen, guys, and if you want to support us, just there's the Patreon, there's the Cash App. Hit it up, even for a lump sum or whatever. We greatly appreciate it, because let's be honest, we're just trying to get this. We think we have something people want to see, right? And that's we could be
And it's all because of you guys. So if you have anyone to blame, it's because of you commenting below. You've inflated our sense of ego to the point we actually think we're valuable people and humans. How dare you? I showered almost every day this week. It was amazing. Like my self-worth. Woo! But you guys are amazing. Hey, before you go, we're still going to finish up. We offered you 15 minutes to do the quick promo run. Comment your favorite show, because we all heard what your favorite reality show and your least favorite. We could talk about those in the last 50 minutes. But I'll give it to you, Dino. You've been doing a lot of stuff, man. How's Generation Dan?
Generation Dan is funny. We've had the last few episodes, we've been interviewing some really funny people on the shows, and it's been, Tim, you guys rock. Thanks, Serge. You're great. And my name was included, not just Tim's. Thanks, Serge. You're the best. It's
a little upset he got top billing, but okay. All right. But okay.
I'm the bigger one. It's only fair. Otherwise, we're a pyramid scam. If you're on top, it's a pyramid. That's not good. We don't want to sell that.
We're going to weeble wobble and fall down if I'm your foundation. It ain't going to be good.
That's the idea. So far, favorite show I've seen was High School Hijinks. Oh, that's of ours.
Oh, is that up? It's up north?
No. I mean, our episode.
Oh.
Idiotsayswhut, you putz.
Oh, yeah. I am a putz. But that was a really good episode. That's the one I share. I like that one a lot, man. That was fucking badass. I look back, we had some bangers. And we'll go through all the highlights this New Year's Eve as well on our long live stream. Glenn put out. That's a good one. Favorite reality show, The Real World. Some might actually say that spawned the whole MTV universe. What it turned in, like this one show is we don't have music videos on TV anymore. The Real World. So personally, I think it's ran its course. I don't think it's a good anymore, but I was a huge fan of The Real World a few seasons, and I still watch The Real World Road Rules Challenge, or The Challenge is now called. C33, it's like fucking CHOP. It's like herpes. It comes back every 6 months like clockwork. You can get prescriptions, listen to doctors, change subscribers, and it's still there.
That is not good advice.
Paramount Network. That's not good.
It's not good advice.
Oh.
You know what? I've been watching. There's a few that are on Netflix called one's called The Circle, which is essentially everyone has the potential to be a catfish. And that I enjoyed because it is absolutely ridiculous. And one time they had an old woman, they duplicated her profile and used somebody who got kicked out to replace her. And they didn't tell her what was happening. So she's like, that's not me. That's not me. And then the fake person's like, that's not me. That's not me. It was pandemonium. And I loved just how horrible it was, to be honest. It was very enjoyable.
we're yin yang guys because I was actually wrote this down. The Circle. It's one of my least favorite fucking shows.
Yeah.
I hate this. It's a bunch of
Horrible.
whiny people sitting on a couch doing nothing. They don't even eat good food. Like I even think it's wax fruit in there. And I will
I don't
say
think we should
before you
poke
get in
holes
there,
in that format, considering what we're doing right now.
that's true. They have a couch. They're living higher than me. Man, give it up for Dino to put shit in perspective right there. He just realized the reason why I hate him is because I'm just jealous of their nice kitchenette and their fresh fruits. Well, these uppity motherfuckers.
Yes, definitely. It was the fresh fruit and the multicolored walls. I think really, really made you angry.
Multicolored walls, you deep cut motherfucker. Fuck you. Jesus. I hint taken. Beige will be taken care of next week. We won't see the misery of beige behind me anymore. I will say my favorite episode, favorite season of The Circle. My wife loves the show. Is when the lady who was the manager of Lance Bass decided to be Lance Bass on the show. Like that was going to, yeah, I'll just be Backstreet Boys superstar Lance Bass.
It was almost believable. Where you're going, he's not that important because he could do it for charity, right?
See, I immediately said they should have gotten a Wahlberg or like a New Kids on the Block. That was definitely more believable. Lance Bass, I was like, he still has some legs. Like, I mean, imagine if Lance Bass dated Neil Patrick Harris. They could rule the world.
Well, a lot of the world, not like a lot of Asia, but
well, yeah, I'm sure there's a few Muslim communities and stuff that would appreciate it, but that's where the majority would take over.
Well, marketing, you got to market it as two best friends taking over, as opposed to,
No, I wanted a super couple. I'm a fucking power couple, but that's what I was saying. Nah, fucking. I didn't want to get too offensive, so I just went, like that's all I could get at. But yeah, they'd be badass.
Two blondes take over.
No, just like, they're charismatic as fuck, dude. They play great characters. I think they're underrated in some aspects, sometimes overrated. I'm talking to you. Lemony Snicket was only performed by Jim Carrey, so I'm a little upset that Neil Patrick Harris thought he could take it over. So that I'm a little, maybe a little biased.
Very talented guy, but at the same time, I think like when you're famous very young, and a la Doogie Howser, MD, you end up being a little bit of a weirdo. So even as good as he is now, where he's in a happy relationship and has a family and children and successful, he's gonna be a little bit of a weirdo, any way you cut it, right? So it's realistically, I thought yeah, that's a little bit grandiose. You could cover Jim Carrey's job.
That's very true. And I think if you watch the behind the scenes, that's the reason Lemony Snicket's the movie. I watch behind the scenes. There's a lot of cut material, a lot of material Jim Carrey added to the movie that could have been so much. That was supposed to be a series, and it just didn't go off the way it should. But I think that was one, like, it gives me goose pimples to think what that series could have been if they just kept him involved. Serge says, doesn't Hot Pockets kind of sound sexual? Depends what it's filled with, is my response. Really? To me, it does. Pepperoni and hot mozzarella? Not that sexual. I'm hungry. Dick. That seems very sexual. You're shooting your shot, Hot Pocket. What does Hot Pocket send you in your WhatsApp, Dino? Like, I'm done. And that's me.
I'm going to send a link to this clip or this episode to all the WhatsApp thoughts that are messaging me because I'm like, hey, check out my show. You want to see me? I'm the guy on the left.
I just got a text message saying that was the 100th WhatsApp joke for this episode, so it's got to be retired. No more. I'm done. It's over. I've hit that horse. It's dead, and the ghost is saying, "Why are you still hitting me?" So I have, but we had fun while we last.
We did. Personal narcissistic pleasure. That's what it was. And thank you guys. Thank you guys. You guys are fantastic. This has been Idiotsayswhut. We've had a great time. We are getting ready for more shows. There's the Stay at Home show is on Friday, which we are always at number one in the comments, if not on screen. And as well, then Saturday is Sports Balls. Saturday is Random Tandem, which I'm not sure if they're taking time off this week.
Actually,
Not
yeah,
sure.
this week, as far as I know, unless something happens, the network is taking the
It's
week
just
off.
us two losers.
It's just us. Wow, we couldn't.
Yeah.
We can't look at us. We can't take a week off.
That seems reasonable.
How are we going to afford another brick wall for you, man? Like,
I want decorative stone across the bottom. That's what, just the halfway decorative plaques. Like I have some things in mind. I think we're gonna come back with upgraded backgrounds for our marathon. But that is what's happening, guys. Just to let you know, is we have the marathon that is coming. Nope, that's not. That's the marathon right there. That was the wrong button
Lord,
that I picked.
that's what you're going to see. Hopefully, I don't know.
That's very possible. Very possible. Glenn says, thanks for the show. So yeah, come check it out. I've just lost my button. There we go. And also thank you to the IUA network for having us on. And of course, check out the Hall of Fame nominations. Just make sure cottage cheese. I don't care what you guys vote for. Just don't vote for cottage cheese. That's what I'm asking you to do. Okay? It's horrible.
So that means
And,
vote for cottage cheese. Don't let
definitely
this
don't vote.
cottage cheese snub.
Listen, if I can get
Tell everyone.
Brandon Clark to win, if Brandon Clark can win, maybe he'll take me as an apprentice, and he'll teach me his ways of eating massive amounts of food and still looking presentable. I'll tell you.
I will take that as long as all our fans comment and tell Dino that cottage cheese belongs in lasagna, and maybe show pictures of it.
If you comment that cottage cheese belongs in lasagna, we will have a conversation. I'm just saying that right now. Be ready. I don't sleep until like 3-4 o'clock every night, and I will use all that time to just respond and respond and respond. So if you mentioned that cottage cheese belongs in lasagna in the comments, anywhere you want, we will have words. I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know. And if you want that privilege, I will happily do that live. So hit us up on the Cash App or Patreon, and that way we can expand this thing. Because
it is
never. Thank you, Susie. Thank you for being a team player, for towing the party line. I appreciate it.
She's a Canadian like you, though. I think. Put the gravy on your fries and chill out, guys.
like proper fucking people, sir.
Proper fucking. I'm loving this. That's why cottage cheese is going to a rocket in the Hall of Fame. 3 spots. I think Iron and Lady and Big James Mayhem might be cottage cheese in the next few days. But at least tell Dino what's up. Show him some American Italian cuisine.
You can message me by all means, and I will have words with you. And I will document it, and I will play it on the show next time, because we will talk about it on our marathon as well. Because cottage cheese belongs nowhere. Okay, it's disgusting. It's a crime. It's a crime against humanity. It's a crime against humanity, sir. And cottage cheese wasn't like butter. Are you kidding me? The first person who made butter was like, delicious. Okay, first person the cottage cheese is like, well, we got to throw this out. And one guy's like, wait, let's see if we can eat it. And be like, I'm not fucking eating that. And sure enough, someone ate it. Was like, well, it's not good, but you can eat it. And someone's like, well, give it to the animals or something. That's what happened. I'm telling you, cottage cheese is a crime against humanity. You see,
it's so good.
I have to agree with Dino. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Logic. He doesn't wear a shirt. Don't even. He ain't sharing anything and never wears a shirt. Now you're gonna agree.
Last time I checked in America, you didn't need a shirt to vote, sir. You just need to be born in America.
Oh, don't! God damn it! I'm fucking American, and that made me go hell yeah. And I'm a little bit pissed off because I'm mad at you right now for shitting on cottage cheese. And then I got my
I'm
fucking.
not the first one, sir. Cottage cheese shit on cottage cheese itself.
My goddamn my Yankee friends should be on my side. These turncoats, probably. You know, Vermont makes syrup too, Glenn. We got our own syrup. We don't need theirs.
Listen, when it comes to syrup, it depends on the vegetation around where the where it's collected from. That's why it's very important. There's a certain thing. I heard that people in Canada hate pineapples. No, not at all. Do you know that pineapples on pizza was done by a Greek guy in Canada? First time? That's where it actually originated from. Not Hawaiian. Nothing.
I'm really mad at that guy. Like that guy,
Yeah.
pineapple doesn't belong on pizza. It doesn't.
So
I will drop. See,
you know what my problem
that's
is?
where I will fight someone to it.
So
How
listen.
dare they?
I will never order Hawaiian, but I will eat it. The problem I've seen is that people now have done this. So a Hawaiian pizza is ham or bacon and pineapple. Fine. Then people started adding green peppers to it. Okay, sure. Now green olives, and I'm like, get the fuck out. Just that's it. Go fuck yourself. Okay.
Who the fuck? Okay, that's where I get mad immediately. I'm a pizza purist. I wasn't raised by fucking Ninja Turtles and not.
We've heard your stories. You're not a
purist.
purist necessarily.
I know.
You know.
Don't a pure marinara's in my blood. Don't you dare say anything like that.
It looks like marinara. It definitely looks like marinara. It's all Colombian Uzi.
But pineapple's awful. But if you put green olives, throw the whole damn pizza away.
Number one,
that is awful. Black olives only are the only acceptable olive on a pizza.
Olives that you end up going on pizza don't taste like olives. Okay, I am Greek. I have an olive orchard, and I'll tell you right now, they don't taste the same. Okay, it's that simple.
They turn into more of a beefy substitute, in my opinion. Like black olives turn into like a mushroom, get a beefy texture.
You could close a hole in a tire with those olives. Okay, they're disgusting. It's like rubber. We're the worst. Okay,
I put these olives in my cottage cheese and live the best life. And I do it all in front of my fucking Dino voodoo doll, and I just eat it like. I take the pit out of the stuffed olives and I stuff it with cottage cheese. Small curd first, then large curd. Respectable human being.
Of a pimento olive is cottage cheese in an olive. That's what it is. Oh my god, that is
wrapped in ham.
I only feel sorry for you. Okay, I only feel sorry for you, sir.
Feel sorry for my bones and my salt intake more than anything, but. No, that's good shit. What? Hold on. I am now getting a little upset with Dino's sending me a box of food, and he's just not. We're not clicking on our food meshes here, so I'm a little worried.
Well, I didn't buy the food. My wife bought it because my wife's fantastic. And
when you get here, I'm going to send you a box too, and I'm going to send you all Southern Illinois delicacies. That can
I don't
cross
like the way
border
that you say
safely.
Delicacies with like 4 S's. That bothers me.
Delicacies.
There was like an S in the beginning, and I'm like, that's not how that's spelled at all. And I want you to receive what I send. I want you to receive what I send, and that will give you a gauge of how ludicrous you should be in what you said. And also remember the border. Definitely the border is an issue.
Yeah,
no scrapple.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
No scrapple. Okay.
Oh fuck no. Yeah, I think you know what that is. I was gonna send you more like ski, our soda, our lemon pledge Mountain Dew mixture that we got here that we drink.
Yeah, I definitely want to try that. I'm not sending you any drinks, but
stuff like that.
Some cool stuff.
Is Jones Soda like a known thing up there? Because I knew it was a Canadian brand.
Who?
Jones flavored soda.
Oh no, that's Jones, New York. That's root beer in a glass bottle. It's expensive. No, it's not. It's available here, but not really.
Oh, I thought it was a Canadian brand. I thought it was. Sorry, my bad. Didn't do a lot of research. They used to sell them a lot, but it's not around anymore because it's expensive. But the reason I bring it up because they do sell like holiday editions, like turkey and gravy soda and shit like that.
Yes, I remember that. That's fucking weird. It's very American. How would you think that comes from Canada? Come on, sir. Come on.
Jesus, I'm feeding you so much cod cheese. Like if we it just subtly.
Listen, once the world goes back to normal and I come down there and we do some of this stuff live, if you ever serve me cottage cheese, I'm flipping the table. I'm not even joking. I've been waiting for an opportunity to do it. I have the technique down pat. I'll just floop, just right over it. The whole thing's going. Okay, just so you know.
All right. Joke's on you. I've been always in a table flipping situation, so let's John Woo this fucking movie. I'm getting doves and cottage cheese in face off right now, ISW style.
Listen, this is what I picture: is me on one end, you on the other. We flip the table in the same direction as it flips up. Doves fly from underneath it. It's like, whoa, yeah, that's a definitely showdown. I think that's reasonable.
And all we do is throw scoops of our own lasagna. Yours filled with ricotta, mine's filled with cottage cheese. And we'll see who wins.
There's definitely an image in my mind of you getting smacked with a full lasagna noodle right across your face. Be like, I'm blind! I'm blind! And because of the proper cheese being used, it will stick. Not like cottage cheese. It'll just ricochet. Just boom off my smooth face.
And when that happens, I'm sitting down in a pile with the cheesy ricotta. You think you win, you come up as a victor. That's when I grab a handful of cottage cheese like sand and throw it in your eyes and blind you. Like, oh no, it's small curd. You're fine.
Yeah, no, that seems.
And then we each take our hard cheddar cheese, guts out, blocks of cheese, and fight.
Yeah,
I love it. It seems like you lost out. You're like, Tim, really? Cheddar cheese gun. We had such a good thing going. What?
I just have to read like 7 different messages. I am fucking Glenn who's here. Cajun boiled peanuts. Good. I don't know. It's fair. I agree with you. And then cottage cheese belongs in a cottage. Yeah, that's right. In the boonies for survival. No other reason.
Alberto and O belong somewhere outside your last name. Can you just be Albert? Stop.
No, don't shame people. Listen, Tom Ross. You don't shame people about their name, okay? You treat people with respect on this show.
I apologize, Alberto. This is Timo saying sorry.
I have messaged Timbo, and I did not get a response. So I was like, oh, he's not a Timbo kind of guy. That's fine.
Did you message me that?
Yeah, I was like, easy, Timbo. Nothing.
Oh, yeah, I didn't like that. I remember that.
And he was like, thanks. And I'm like, there you go. That'll win.
Oh, my God. We'll do an episode one time. It'll just be Tim's nicknames, Tim and Dino's nicknames, because I have more than one, and I'm sure you have a few, too. So that'd be funny.
Fat boy. Out of the way, fatty. That's happened. That guy.
I had some.
Not on my hands. That no problem.
What was it? T-Bone and Bumper. Bumper was one too.
Humper or Thumper?
Bumper. B-U-M-P.
Bumper sounds even more accurate. Yeah, that's fair. I was like,
Thumper.
Humper? Yes. Thumper? Not so much. Bumper, I was like, that's a moment right there. That seems accurate.
Yeah, Timbo Loss.
Timbo Loss? I feel like that's like your samurai name. I am Timbo Loss. Like it's definitely. I feel like that would work.
It sounds like I'm the new Tybo instructor at the YMCA.
Glenn, you're horrible man for your pun, and I love it. I'm going to share it. I have
the debris would be hard to clean up. Brie is cheese. Clint's fucking nuts.
Yes, for all of our listeners, but yes, you guys are all fantastic. This is great. Please don't
I'll never bump you, Serge. I'll never bump you. I may offer you a bump, but we both know I can't afford that. I don't do that stuff, so you know that ain't happening either. But anytime, Serge, you're amazing. Thank you.
All bumps are consensual, not with force. Just so everyone knows.
Well, I can't wait to see what his new drinks are coming in the fall. Serge White Nuts. He's got the Gary Arnold Palmer, and then he's got the festive ones. So I'm sure he's got some things brewed up. Also, probably getting rid of me and Gary as advertising spokespersons might be great for the business. I don't know. He's been in talks with some respectable people. So
And there, Susie has to go.
It's been a
Bye,
great
Susie.
show, man.
It's been a
I
fantastic
think
show.
I'm about there too, man. It was a great show. We did our obligated 30 extra minutes. We talked about reality TV for 5 of those, so I think we did all right.
I think we did. I think it was entertaining, and let's put it this way: we
It
kind
was.
of put an end to the ridiculousness of cottage cheese, and I appreciate that. So now we all know.
Oh no,
where it
cottage
belongs.
cheese lives on
In the trash.
forever.
It belongs in the trash
No.
forever. And that's been our show. This is
No.
Idiot Says What. Follow us everywhere,
it's no
guys. And I have
show.
control of the buttons.
Live away.